Hey there, this is Rob here with RX Arms. I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to install the cheek riser spacers for the collapsible stock. Very simple process. Let's get straight into it. I've taken this off of my gun. You don't need to necessarily take yours off your gun. But what you're going to do is you're going to just open up the package. And I would suggest the first thing that you do is just organize these screws from shortest to longest. And these will be every single 5 millimeter rise in your with your spacers here. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Now there should be 3 of each. If for some reason there's not 3, get in touch with me. All right. So here's shortest to longest. This will be for a 5 millimeter rise, 10 millimeter, 15, 20, and 25. All right. Now, these spacers are really simple to use. The design is such that there's a boss hole right here. There's a boss hole right there. On the bottom, this rectangle boss simply fits into the layer below it, and this circle boss fits into that circle boss. So this is the stacking orientation that you should see, okay? You're gonna start by just simply removing the OEM comb. Don't lose the washers. All right, you're gonna need a 2.5 mil hex key. Couple washers stuck in there. So these are your OEM screws. You're not gonna need those, but you can keep them for another time if you decide to get rid of the spacers. I'll just do an example of a 5 millimeter height. This is the base. This is the base spacer. It's the first one that goes on always. Clips onto the bottom, and that boss hole on the bottom of it will line up. It will line up with this hole right here on the OEM buttstock, okay? So that's for 5 mil. If you want 5 mil, you're just gonna simply put your comb on, wait until it kind of locks into position. I don't wanna lose these washers here, but they're kind of stuck in there. I'm gonna try and show you. There's a protruding sort of boss right there on the OEM comb. And that's what fits into this hole right here, okay? So you're gonna just make sure that front part is locked in, and you can put in your screws for the 5 mil right there. I'm gonna do 10 mil, just to give you guys an idea. So I'm gonna take another spacer off. I'm gonna line up the 2 bosses, the circle and the rectangle. Just goes like that. And the process is the same. You're gonna line up that boss there on the comb. Wait until it lines up. Shouldn't move around, okay? This is for 10 mil right here, so I'm just gonna put all 3 of these in. Start with the front. Make sure it's threaded. And then finger tighten the other ones. Sorry, moving my camera there a bit. And then simply just tighten it. Not too tight all the way down at first. Just get them a little bit snug. Start with the front. Get a little bit snug. Get a little bit snug. You don't actually like need the washers. You can reuse them if you want to, but they're not completely necessary. All right. Get a bit snug. All right. Now, you can go one by one and tighten them down. Doesn't need a lot of torque. Just get them a little bit snug. You don't want to strip the threads on this comb here, okay? Or on this buttstock. And that's pretty much it, okay? So that's 10 mil spacer on there right now. Should be rock solid, not move around. And then you just put it back on your buttstock. And you just repeat the process for every stage of rise that you want for your gun. All right, it's Rob here again with RX Arms. Thanks a lot.